really, really amazing special treat today, and I've been waiting for this, Jessie. Jessie, do you go by Jess or Jessie?
Jessie.
Jessie's handle is at Jessie San Francisco, and I love her. And I'm so excited because we get to finally have her in our showroom today. And Jessie.
Oh.
See, this is the first time we're doing this.
There we go.
Does that work? Sorry, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
No, turn the volume down on yours. It's yours, not mine.
We are
My bad.
dealing with audio issues. So if you like a little, Jessie's gonna come in. Hi, Jessie.
We did it!
Okay, this is going. Are we both live?
We have 3 devices rolling.
Okay, I mean,
YouTube, your phone, my phone,
this
and
is
I think if
amazing.
we get all the volume off on all of them, we won't have any mounts.
That's right.
Okay, this is gonna be amazing. Okay, so as people are joining us, I'm really excited for this.
This is my first live ever.
Are you
Oh,
joking?
what?
Okay, so
Oh.
this has been like, this is so exciting for me. Do you know why? Because I had this idea, and you're like the bravest to be like, I'll try this. Because this is the first time we've ever done a dual live.
The first time I met you, when our friend Betsy brought
Yeah.
this to me about doing this
Yeah.
with you, and I thought there was like no one that makes me feel more comfortable, that I feel like I could just have this authentic live conversation with and actually feel brave enough to do it, because I would normally say something like this would give me a lot of anxiety and some stage fright, but
You're awesome.
Irene and Matt are like the best humans ever,
my God.
and I love this brand and I love these humans, and anytime we've ever had experiences, I've photographed Irene before. It's just always infectious and positive and happy, and I love to be here to support this brand, and I'm so excited to do my first live.
This is amazing. Now I have a question, Matt. Is
can
one
just
camera
switch the
flipped the wrong way?
Camera, yeah.
Okay. We might have to flip
Oh,
that.
it was mine.
It's all right. We're good.
I'm like, why are we seeing steel things?
Okay.
This is awesome. Okay, so this is how I love this because
Guys, this is homegrown.
yes, this is homegrown, and this is like we're paving the path for I don't know what, but I love that we're doing this.
We're working it all out. Okay,
So-
there are comments coming in.
And then
Matt's gonna have to read those to us.
Yes.
Well,
and then there's
so make sure
questions.
this is
Okay,
set.
so guys, this is Jessie in San Francisco, and I'm so honored to have you join us for this
I
fun
love
thing.
you. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, and we were just setting up earlier.
Yes.
And then, so I had all these questions I was asking you.
Yes.
Maybe we could just share a little bit about, like, you just moved to California how many years ago?
So I moved to California 3 years ago. I was a wedding photographer in Florida, and I moved here for my fiance's job. So I quit my job. I moved here. I didn't know anybody, had no friends at the time, then had really no job anymore. And so I was really trying to find my identity again when I moved here, and influencing and content creating really just kind of like, it was a natural evolution. So then to have it kind of play out online, I think was just a really authentic approach, and I've grown like a really great community online.
Amazing
and
community.
in person, because
And in person, but
moving
this
here brought me
amazing.
people like you.
That's so kind.
We
And
literally live 13 minutes apart.
I know, isn't this amazing? And I think what was so great, and my takeaway from that conversation we're having this morning was how sometimes when we think about like dressing up, getting dressed, sometimes people think of it as so shallow in a weird way. Like, why do you guys talk about this, right? But for me, I feel like, and that's why I loved this conversation earlier, was you felt like that was really like you finding yourself and getting comfortable with yourself. And I think that was the interesting thing that I was like, you know what? That is why we do what we do.
Yeah.
You know, and inspiring people to look beyond the like shallowness of getting
Right.
dressed.
Beyond the material, beyond the shallowness. I think when I was really thinking of like what is like a poignant, kind of sentiment to take home from today's live, it's really just what was authentic to my experience in moving here and coming from Florida, first of all, where it's really hot. You don't accessorize a lot. You don't put a lot of layers on. You just want as bare minimum as possible. And I moved here and almost had like a style awakening of the women with their bag, like meeting you with your bags and your bag charms the first time, I swear to God, was like this awakening in me that there brings like so much confidence and fun to it. And what I realized, and I had told you this story earlier, being that I moved here, I didn't know anyone, and I would go to events and I would be nervous. What am I going to talk to people about? I don't know anyone here. I'm going to be in a room of women who all know each other, and I don't know anyone yet. And I really...
But now you're the leader of the room, which is great.
I don't accept that. But what I really realized so quickly that there's like this commonality and this love language of women with like jewelry and accessories, and you said it perfectly. It's like the ideal icebreaker.
Yes.
And everything here, this is like a candy shop for me. So I truly feel like there is something so special about making like fashion part of your confidence and your love language, and your accessories are like such a huge part of that.
I love that. And I love how when we were talking on the phone, Jessie and you were saying like, you know, I love the way you dress. So I love the fact that you're always dressed very minimally and very, very, always like grounded in classics.
Classics,
right?
love that, yes.
And I find like for me that's why I really connect with you
Yes.
and your style, because I'm kind of the same way where that's just timeless,
I
right?
feel we're like in the same color story today.
Right?
So I feel like most of my days always begin with some version of like a t-shirt and jeans, which again, someone could be like, how is this girl an influencer? That's like as basic as it gets. But I feel like the recipe really comes in using all of these things with like that basic foundation of like really minimal classic wardrobe. And then I let my bags, my jewelry, my shoes kind of either be like my splurge of the season, or maybe, you know, my trend of the season, but that's like my conversation piece. So I like to keep
That's
it
your
minimal.
spice.
That is my spice. It's
Okay.
like my little bit of spice
Okay.
on top. And that can like really alter your mood, your confidence. And for me, like even I cheated. I went on early before the live and I was showing off these mochis, but like, you know, you can take baby steps. So anyone who's kind of maybe originally would be like, oh, the bag charms, all of these things, this is just not me.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of dip your toe in it, because the first time I got one, this is actually my bag here.
I love it.
So the
I
first
love
time you gave me a bag charm, I swear to God, it was like this infectious experience where I was like, I need more charms.
Yes.
I need more
Love
things in my
these.
bag. Never underestimate a hair clip on a bag.
Nope.
But
It all matches.
this right here is a conversation piece in itself. Like,
so good.
as women, what is the one thing that's going to make you stop and talk to a stranger? It's probably because you're giving or receiving a compliment
Yes.
on something
Yes.
that they're wearing.
Yes.
So to
I
me,
love
this
that.
is like my compliment piece.
It's so good on you. It's just so good.
And when you're having like a really minimal day,
Mm,
it's like the one thing that can really, you know,
pop.
pop.
I love that.
Yes,
I
yes.
just think it's just, I just love your style, and I really love how you do it so well. But I think it's like, what's so important I find is like when people are influencers and they're doing stuff, and you're just like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
But you make it so approachable
Mhm.
that I'm like, okay, I could do that.
And
you know?
I think that is really, I think, a lesson for today. Is like, start approachable. So maybe for someone tuning in that like hasn't had one of your bags yet, or hasn't really dove into a charm
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
start approachable. And that's like the best thing. You know, you can start small,
Yeah.
and then before you know it, you're like, do your little. This is something the first time I met Irene, she had her bag
Bandana.
wrapped in a bandana, and it stopped me in my tracks. And again, conversation piece. Immediately, I think that was like one of the first things that broke the ice.
Yep.
So show us how you do that.
Well, it's so funny because I do it really sloppy. So I try to make the bandana as thin, like as tight as possible,
Yep.
and then I just kind of like wrap it around this
Yeah.
way, and then wrap it around the handle, right?
Right.
And then I could tie the two ends and then have these little hanging things,
Yeah.
basically, just like that sort of, right? But when we were doing the photo shoot,
Yeah.
Joyce, who's a professional at doing this,
Yes.
she's like, okay, you gotta wrap it through this D-ring. It was like, it got
Ooh.
very, so she had it like tight, really
Well,
tight.
and something that I like about that too. So say a girl who maybe isn't ready to mix her metals.
Okay.
So for me, I kind of always start my day, am I in my gold mood, am I in a silver mood, am I in a mixed metal mood? So for me, I'm usually shiny silver or yellow gold.
Okay.
So in a situation like this where I'm like, oh no, this brings in another metal, I might want to use the handkerchief as a way.
Oh my God, I've never even thought of that.
That
Okay.
honestly, that's the first thing that crossed my mind was
What?
like that
Okay.
mixed a lot of metals there. So I see a
But what about
way-
your glasses?
Well, that silver matches this silver, so technically that's one and the same.
What?
So yeah, that is one way where I think, do I have too much metal going on? So I might like to take a handkerchief just to hide the metal.
Okay, so you could do that, and so you tie it through here then. So she started it by like pulling it through here. And this way you can start tying it around and then,
Okay,
you
so
know.
that I love. And I feel like that's, okay, so if we were to say, what are our baby steps
Yeah.
in accessorizing,
Yeah.
right? And like graduating in our levels of Parker Thatch.
okay,
I would say handkerchief is our first start, right?
okay, because that's easy.
This is like so easy.
And everyone has a scarf at home, so you can
Yes.
do that with anything.
And if you're like not ready to be a total
That's so
maximal
chic.
girl yet, you can just have your little handkerchief here.
It's so cute. I love that. Okay?
And then very quickly, you know, you can kind of graduate. Before you know it, you're like, oh my God, can you latch that for me?
Yep. And then how could you not stop someone, first of all, if you see them carrying this tiny little bag that's like, looks like a piece of candy,
It's adorable.
and then has this all
And here's the thing, for girls who maybe dress kind of classic and minimal, quiet like me, it's all very monotone. You just have this one little thing, and it's like, this is all it takes.
Yep.
To take a really capsule wardrobe. So like if you are the type to save your money on your wardrobe, you're gonna carry these pieces over season to season, year to year. Like these are pieces I live in and I will wear year after year. This is where I like to, you know, do my little splurge.
A little spice.
My little spice, my little splurge.
Love that.
That I love.
Okay.
So this would be like my minimal take.
Okay. Okay.
Then on my even spicier days, I would say.
Spicier days. Okay. So you do the monotone thing.
That's
okay.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna go monotone. That would be like entry level, right?
Yep.
Now my big thing is a pop of red.
Okay. So that's your shot of color.
That is pop of red is like my personal drug, right?
Okay. Okay.
I just think, especially again with a monotone look, like red is going to do wonders.
I love that.
I'm gonna pull this bad boy out.
Okay. See, and that is, I love it with the khaki.
Look how immediately, just like, and even with if you were to take this like very monotone background and then all of a sudden you got this red in here, like that just changed the
So
entire
good.
environment. It
It's
changed
so
the
good.
outfit, it changed the mood, it changed everything.
And again, if I saw you in a room, that's the icebreaker.
That's it.
Like, hey, nice to meet you. This is amazing. Oh my God, that's so soft. Then you start chatting.
I love that.
And that, I love that as a, you know, it is so uncomfortable no matter what age you are to go into a room where you don't know anyone.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable.
And even just a compliment it's amazing, like a compliment at a grocery store can totally change your whole day.
And that could change your whole entire month sometimes.
I'm a big giver of compliments. I love to compliment strangers. I love to see someone's like mood change. When you catch someone and they're kind of with it's even more do I want to give them a compliment and I want to see their face change. I want to see their mood change. And I always compliment an accessory because I feel in my mind, I know what it was like to get dressed that day and go,
I don't feel comfortable or whatever.
yeah.
But I think
And it
that's,
takes that one person noticing to just like change your perspective on everything. And then the next time you get dressed, you're like, that red bag got me that compliment. And that made me feel really good. And so,
I love that. Okay, so you have your monotone look, which
Yes.
is this one.
yes.
Then you have the spicier. Is there a next level or no? That's pretty much.
Oh
like-
yeah, we've got,
Oh God. Okay.
Irene's got a setup down here. Look at this. If you really want to step up, you go crossbody strap. I love these.
Yep.
So
Add color.
Oh
to
my god.
everything.
So I love this bag.
Okay. This
Ooh.
is the Jack bag,
Ooh.
and this looks like you.
I told Irene this is like when you got your first like car with leather interior when you were a teenager, and it was just like the best smell in the world.
And it's broken in already.
Oh my God, it is so beautiful. So I feel like your next level is you do a pop of a crossbody strap.
Yep. See, Jessie's got a theme going. The
I
red
do.
is her pop.
But you know what? I really love this. I used to have a camera strap that looked just like this.
Guys, we need to address the elephant in the room.
What is
We're
it?
having a hard time with the audio and the split screen because we're still trying to figure it out, but they're literally seeing both those things at the same time.
Okay.
And so they're like, I'm seeing it backwards and forwards, and then the sound's a little weird even though all of the devices are muted, so just letting people know. We're trying to figure it
Okay.
out.
But
The
can
other
people
thing is
hear
a
us?
temporary fix. They can hear, but the audio's a little wacky for
So
some
should we
reason.
take one of the lives off and just switch to your
We
parking
could do that.
flashlight?
They could also, we could do that. They could also just go to the YouTube live right now, and that's clean because I went in there with Stephanie, and it's totally fine.
Okay.
So, just a couple options while we're trying to figure it out.
Sorry, guys.
Why
So
don't
I wouldn't
we-
want to cut off to your audience. That's why I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I think we're okay. Let's just speak louder. Is that what we should do?
No, your volume's good.
I'm like, I could do loud.
I think that's not the
Yeah, it's
answer.
weird because not one of them. I can't mute this guy. Like even if I take it all the way down, it comes back up. This is the one with the shared.
So why don't we cut one of the lives, I guess?
Because then we'll lose one of our audiences.
I know. and
Well,
there's
I
so
think
many
that's
people
fine.
on.
Well, I think we would have to cut mine and switch to yours because you guys were the starters, right?
Yeah.
Well, is it that bad?
Why not? I'll just tell everyone go to Parker Thatch.
Okay. You can try that.
Okay, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll work on it. I'm sure this will be the first of many.
well, can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Is there something we could adjust and someone could give us feedback? Like, is it working?
Yeah. No, we've tried the adjusting. It's
Yeah.
just it's for some reason Instagram doesn't like being live here and here simultaneously. It'd be fine if we were in different locations, like we were when we were in.
Okay, then let's
Yeah.
just cut mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
So anyone
man.
who's watching from mine, Jessie in San Francisco, switch to Parker Thatch.
Okay, let's do that.
Try that.
And then we'll have, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. What a bummer. Look, there's just, this is all, you know what? This is
We're gonna
real.
roll with it.
Yes, let's go. Let's roll with it. We have a lot of questions I can see.
Okay.
What is it? I see things.
Yeah.
What is happening over
So
there?
now it should be, see, this is what people have been seeing, both screens.
Okay.
Yes.
And now when you stop, now it's just the one screen.
All right, now we're on
Yeah,
one
it's good.
screen.
Okay, now do we see Jessie in the corner? Oh, here, there she is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are good.
All right, so Jessie,
Okay.
we've been talking about the next leveling up.
Next level. We're doing crossbody. We're doing
All right,
charms.
people are saying so much better.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No.
Sorry.
We're trying to figure it out. We're like
Thanks
new
for hanging in
territory.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
This is awesome, though.
This is great. You know, I am living out my QVC dreams right now. What? True story. I wanted to be like an MTV TRL VJ growing up. Like that was my dream.
Yeah.
So this is somewhere in between, like mixing all of my dream jobs
Together as
into
one.
one. Influencing, hosting,
Oh, I love
being
this.
with the infectious people.
I love this.
Love.
Okay, so that's super chic. See, and I love having you on because I feel like you just do a different take on stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like, it's just different interpretation.
Behind the scenes, Irene went in the back before I started, and she came back out, and everything looked different.
And I'm like, this looks so good in here. I love
we called it a little zhuzh.
Yes,
Is that
a
what
little
we're going?
zhuzh,
I did
yes.
a little zhuzh.
You did, and I love it.
So
So this is great. So you had the plain, then you got
Irene,
the
this
strap.
bag is amazing.
I love that you love this
You
bag.
guys.
And do you like the broken in aspect of it?
Oh, and this is there's one about to fall
Nope.
behind you.
Nope, it's fine.
Look at this bag.
I know, it's so good, right?
But then part of me says like this stands on its own.
Yes. It
So
doesn't
part
need
of me wants to say like you just let this
shine.
shine. Like
Yeah.
this is a luxury car. This like don't go and paint it like red. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like
it's
keep
right.
it classic.
Like keep it clean, right?
Keep
And
it
just
clean.
keep it like really clean and on its own. But I do love this strap with it.
That's
Sometimes you
really
want to
nice.
crossbody it, you know?
Yes,
It's really nice.
I love that.
I love that. Okay, so Jessie was like, I was like, which bag would you like to talk about? And she's like, I want to talk about this. Why do you love this so much?
Okay.
This is the one you like. That was your response.
That was immediately, first of all, the color This
The
navy,
is-
basically I had a love affair when I came in here with everything. I put everything navy blue, and obviously like I love a pop of brown.
Yeah.
So browns and navies, like
I love it.
you really sourced like I feel like a really perfect shade. It's like a really rich royal dark navy blue. So for girls maybe who do like a more minimal style, quiet luxury kind of vibe. This navy blue is going to give you just that little subtle flavor, but it's not going overboard. And then I feel like a size like this, it's funny because when I shop for bags, I tend to feel like I'm always shopping for big bags, and I neglect the small bag category, right? Because I'm like, oh, when am I going to use that? When am I going to use it? And then I get a cute small bag, and I end up using it all. It's like the one thing I want to reach for because I'm like, it's so cute.
And you also realize
How much it actually does.
how much it carries, but also like how much you don't need in your life.
1000%. Like when I take out my big bag,
Yeah.
I've got like my agenda and my notepad and
And
my
you're like,
water
what am
bottle
I
and my
carrying all
hairbrush, and then like that bag of toiletries, like just in case. Like I don't need all those things. I need my phone, my keys, my wallet, my lip gloss.
But you could, this is my philosophy, like those are the just, I think women tend to do this, like the just in case, like
Just in case.
Okay, I need it.
100%.
right?
Yes.
So that's fine. And I feel like you should always have a big bag for the just in case,
Yes.
but you should have your little bag inside the big bag. So
Yes.
you could always just have this.
Yeah, and
You
this
know?
actually, I mean,
So if we were like, let's go step out for lunch after this,
you
right?
could just throw
Then
that
you'll
in
be
there.
like, okay, can I leave this bag here?
100%.
And then I'm just gonna take my little bag.
100%.
And I think that's a really great way to go.
So then this becomes like your essentials.
Yes.
And then you have your big bag ready to go, and you just throw it in.
Yes.
And you don't have to feel like you're always like taking things out and switching bags. This could just be like your essential bag.
Exactly.
And then it's cute on its own when you just want to go on a date night.
Exactly.
That is adorable.
It's so cute. I love it. And it
This
makes me
one's
so
going to go
happy.
missing from the store when I leave. So I am so in love with this blue.
Oh, I'm so glad you love it.
And then I have Charlie in this color.
Yes, and you always make it look so good.
I love this one. And I feel like this goes really well with like all of the
The
different,
little charmies.
all the little charmies.
Okay,
This is-
I want you to,
Love
because
this.
I love, I love that guy too. He's so happy, right?
He's really
And it's
happy.
just the right enough color, like just enough.
And then for anyone who hasn't watched before, if you've come from my feed, you do this little screw here.
Yep.
And then you can, like what I've done with my bag, you can add on. So this
And
is
all the things that are special to you.
right. So
Love
I've
that.
got my little initial charm. I've got a little
Love
evil eye.
that.
I'm from
Little
Florida. And I
fish.
used to live in the Keys, so or not live, but visit. So I have a little fish. So things that are special to me, and again, a really good conversation piece, you can add on. So even if you just get this as like your starter kit,
Yep. Then you could add on your special.
you add on,
Sometimes your kids make you something. That's
Oh,
what I
that's so
sometimes
cute.
add on with. But
and then you just screw it in.
yeah. And then you've got these little D rings here, so you can attach a strap or attach just a little fun. Like that
Oh,
is
see,
so
I
cute.
love that.
It's really like blowing my
I
mind.
really love that. And then where's my red bandana that I
So
stole?
good.
I feel like with this, I wouldn't do the full
No.
wrap because that would kind of be overkill.
Right.
But even if you just kind of, where's the
You
one that isn't tied? I think we lost it. But even if you just draped it,
Yeah.
or did like a little baby loop,
It's so cute.
I feel like that's like a really cute little moment. I don't know.
Oh.
I think I messed that up, but
No, but we could use that up. But I
Yeah.
think it's just like just the concept of doing the bandana.
just the
with
concept
little-
of having like a little bandana hanging
Again,
off.
I would come up to you and be like, oh my god, what is that on you?
And then we would probably end up in a 20-30 minute conversation. 100%.
I love that. And I think the takeaway is just honestly finding confidence
Yeah.
through a little pop of this with a little pop of color. And I think I love
I think this is the thing that really like in a time right now, especially when we're online a lot and we're looking for like in real life connection, we as women have, and some men, I will not leave the men out of that.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking for connection. I find that when I go get my nails done, women are talking to each other, and it's like there's like this community bond where we're looking for that connection. And especially if someone like me who moved to a place and now I've moved again to another city where I don't know anybody. So I love getting to talk to women, and I always find my way to give a compliment and then let that kind of like make that intro be the thread.
Yeah, and
between
I love
us.
that. I love that, and I think this is like.
Overseam says you guys are so cute. Love both of you.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
This is so like this has been so much fun. You don't understand. Like, I love like usually I do this by myself, but I love like having your take on it. I love how you see things.
Yeah.
And you're just a really amazing person, and I think it's just such fortitude and so strong that you can come out here and you've built such an amazing community. People love what you do, and it's just really it's really inspiring.
You're
honestly.
gonna make me cry.
No, really, it's just like, that takes a lot, you know? And it takes a lot to be like, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be vulnerable to it.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know anyone.
Well, I know it
You
sounds so cheesy to say, but literally, you know, meeting people like you, and there are some other women here in the Bay Area that I feel like I met, and you just like opened something in me that made me explore style and start my Instagram and become an influencer, and it has truly like my Instagram has been watching my taste and everything like flourish in real time. Like I'm finding my style, figuring out what my adult style is, figuring out like what my style is in a new climate. Because in Florida, I never owned a coat or a cashmere sweater until I
You're
moved
like,
here
I'm
3
wearing
years
a
ago.
coat right now.
I didn't know you were supposed to cut the little thread on the back of your coat. Like there's been so many things that I've learned, but I would say like the biggest thing that I've learned since moving here is just like an appreciation and a love for accessories. And
I love that.
what used to be like I would have like very minimal jewelry in the same bag, I now, if anyone follows me knows, I love my jewelry stacks. I love my purse stacks. I switch out my purse often and my shoes often. Like it's the one thing I keep a very capsule wardrobe. But this is my love language right here.
And I think that's so genius, because I feel like this way we keep our closet minimal with
Yes.
the things you love, and you buy the really quality things.
Yes.
And then you just spice it up.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's life, and I think that's how you can keep looking like you're of this time. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
sometimes people get stuck in a rut, and they're like, well, I don't want to get rid of all my stuff in my
No,
closet, right?
yeah. Wear that same outfit, but then all of a sudden
Pop it.
you've got this new little blue bag,
I love it.
and it's infectious.
I love it. Hey Matt, do you have any questions that we want to answer? Anybody have any questions for us?
C Villasenorth _13 says, can you please show us some options for adding brown/cognac leather and gold tones to the small Charlie in leopard?
Small
So
Charlie,
small Charlie and leopard.
Ooh,
And then
okay, hold on. Let me see if we have one. If not,
brown
let me
cognac
see.
leather.
Well, we could grab
do
any
you have a
leopard.
small
Yeah.
Charlie leopard by chance?
If anything, we
If
could
not, we
take
could
this
just
leopard
let's take
here.
that leopard.
She's the jack.
Okay, no, it's okay, Stephanie.
Okay, so what was the
We'll
question?
use this one.
Okay.
Thank
Adding.
you.
She's saying, it'd be cool to get both your guys' take on
Yeah.
it. So, show us some options for adding brown/cognac leather and gold tones.
Okay, so my first initial thought was, I have this perfect pair. I think you and I both have the same shoe, a loafer. So if you want to bring in that brown cognac,
Mm-hmm.
bring it in your shoe, your
Yep.
loafer. Like 100%. We both have the same Jamie Holler loafer.
Yep.
That's gonna be like your brown shoe at the bottom. And then you're gonna have the bag. And honestly, I just love, where's this? Let's pull this
The
on.
little gold guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's just a little touch, because I think
When you
honestly,
already have a lot going on.
the cheetah speaks for itself,
Oh,
right?
100%.
So you want it. I always say when you're wearing cheetah, just keep it pure,
Yeah.
right? And then so what's so great is when we design this bag, we have this fun little D-ring on the corners here for you to hang stuff
Love
up. So we have D-rings here for you to hang your like extra strap.
Yep.
She
And then,
says yay.
and then you
Yay!
can, right? And then you can hang little like
Honestly,
little gold guy there.
If you just let the cheetah and like that one little spice of gold speak for itself, and then do a brown shoe, brown loafer on the bottom,
That looks so rich. So
and then keep all of this, keep your outfit really minimal. I would wear
Yeah.
something like we're both wearing, just like a khaki and a white.
we did not plan this.
We did not
We did
plan
not plan this. But you know what? This is a great like spring kind of like going into spring.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So I love that.
I love
Okay,
that one.
that's a great question, and I love that because it's like keep it simple.
Yes.
All right, and the shoes I think is critical.
Oh yes, shoes. Obviously, we have the table in the way,
Yeah,
so that could be a whole nother conversation in itself. But I think
100%.
if you're going crazy with shoe, you maybe keep the bag more minimal, or if you want to go crazier with the bag, you do just like a really nice classic timeless loafer.
So
That's
good.
kind of I have like tiers of what's going to be more maximal, and I decide whether it's my jewelry, my bag, or my shoes. And
Yes.
It's like a Venn diagram. Like
Yes.
choose one, maybe two, but never
Not
all
all three, because then
Yeah.
that gets crazy
Yes.
and then it gets lost in translation.
Yes.
I love that. Yes. I love how you just, because I have it in my head all the time, so I don't break it down like that, but then when you break it down, it's like a system.
It is a system.
And it makes your life so much easier once you have a
life
system.
easier. And I kind of, when I get dressed, I think the first thing I do is I decide which one is going to be my statement today. So if in my mind I'm like, I know I want to wear that pair of sneakers, or I know I want to wear that blue bag, or I know I really want to go maximal with my jewelry today, I'll decide which one first,
Okay.
and then I let the other things fall into place after that. So that's kind of like my mechanism for
Your system.
Yeah, my system.
Your thought process.
Yes.
Okay, Matt, do you have another question?
Yeah, but also you might want to just let people know what kind of questions you want. 'Cause
Oh, anything. Styling questions, if you want us to do like something with the stuff here. Because I think it's great because I want Jessie to style it. Because I think that would be great. 'Cause
I
that's
feel
what
like
she likes.
even
That's
just
good.
creating this set was kind of my interpretation
Yes.
of like styling,
Yes.
right? And altering the light.
Yes.
I
I
like this very rich.
moody
I
set.
like these browns, especially if you're someone who goes, I wear my ecru jeans a lot. I wear white tees. White tees are like my identity, so I like these rich
tones.
tones
I
to
love
kind of pull through in that, and of
And it's
course,
really rich, like
Pop
really
of red.
rich. Yeah, pop
Yes.
of red, or just a little pop of red here with
That's
like
cute.
something like that. I
That's
think
so
is a
cute.
great way to do it. So yes, ask us any question and let's go for it.
Okay,
The
so
other
there's
one?
a few coming in.
Okay.
So, real quick, Tara's been
Jesus.
waiting. Tara.Falcon's asking, can you please show the bags over your shoulder as well as under your arm? So,
Over your
like
shoulder.
wearing it over your shoulder. And
Oh,
under
which
the-
bag?
I thought she meant behind you.
I
but
know,
think
me
she
too.
meant how you're wearing it.
Oh, like
Oh.
which bag?
Okay, well, I'll show you when I was looking at
Yes.
this mochi before
Maybe
we
just
started,
pick one
and
bag.
this east-west.
I love
Honestly.
that east-west one.
So I'm big, and I do that. I'm guilty of doing this for like my influencing pictures.
Okay.
I love the vibe of like you're just carrying it. It's very relaxed, right? I call this like the Euro tuck. Like you're. I don't know. There's just something about
But
it.
there's
that's-
something very comforting
there-
about it though.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like this is my emotional
Yeah,
security
a little blanket.
purse.
No,
right?
I carry, and when I go into a social setting, I find myself, it's so much more comfortable when I do have this underneath my shoulder.
And you know what I think I just realized?
I
I'm Italian, so I'm like a big hand talker.
Yeah.
It almost chills me out if I'm like just holding.
Oh my
I've got
God.
like my little thing to hold on to, and then I'm not just doing all of this.
Oh my God.
And people's
Okay, I
faces.
love that you just said that because we were just in Italy and one morning, I swear to God, it was like 6 a.m.
Ellen Stinson says she loves this format.
Oh, great. I love it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen. So it was 6 a.m. and I was like, what is going on downstairs, right?
Yeah.
It was so loud. I was like, is someone fighting down there?
No,
But it's just Italy.
It's just Italians.
They're having the funniest conversation because
Yeah.
they're laughing, and I'm like, but they're talking. So I was like, God, it makes me feel like I'm really quiet, you know. But like,
Yeah.
it was so much life.
It
What
is.
it is.
It
You know?
is.
Like so much joy.
If you were in a room with my dad's side of the family, there's
It's just
a
Crazy.
lot of hands and a lot of loud.
a lot of loud.
So
right?
anyways, yes, you have this like
Sure.
chic little comfort bag.
Yep.
But then the reality is like you're gonna want to throw that on your shoulder. And
And
this
it
I
looks
love.
so cute like that.
It is so cute.
This
like
is
that.
one of my most favorite straps that never gets a lot of love online, but I feel like I have it in
I
black
was gonna
and
say,
brown.
so this comes with a navy blue strap,
Yes,
right?
Then you could zhuzh it up with that. If you
But
just
then
wanna
you
kinda-
zhuzh it with this cute little one.
And that's a great way if someone was asking how do you bring cognac and
Oh yes.
brown. I
So
think
this
that's-
has like a nice little. It's like cognac and gold.
Yes, and I
Right
love
here.
that strap. I love that strap so much. Now, okay, so then what about this guy?
Okay. East West is very big right now. The row made East West like huge.
Yep.
This again, honestly, this just speaks for itself.
So
Oop,
chic.
I'm gonna knock that over. But this is nice because you have more length here
Yeah.
between the two, so you can actually like grab things that are right here versus something kind of wedged up in your armpit. You have to take it off to get things.
Yep.
This I really like,
That looks so cool.
and you would really see anything that kind of. I would do something simple. Again, this like with just like
Love
a
that.
cognac and a gold.
I think that's so pretty.
This
These
is
are one of
another
my
one.
favorites. I love because the simplicity of it, but it adds the richness of whatever it is that you're doing.
This looks like a really like elevated. You've got leather, you've got metal. Like this could be a really good way to take suede and kind of give it that elevated touch. And if you were to just get a piece like this, and you have your brown loafer, say, so this and your brown loafer match perfect, right? So then if you were to throw this on any bag, this bag, this bag, this bag, anything, suddenly you're tying in your brown loafer, even if the purse doesn't match the shoe.
Totally.
So I would love to have something like this in my closet at all times because I know I wear my brown loafers a lot, right?
Yep.
So then you have this as like the thing that ties it together without being
That's
too
your
matchy.
spicy.
That being the whole bag.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like brown bag, brown shoes. It's just that little touch of brown to bring in the shoe.
I like that.
That's something I
So, okay, this is something that's interesting.
By the way, it's a follow-on question. Tara asked that, is requesting if you could show with the large, what you're doing shoulder and under with the large Maurice. And Heather Hartman over on YouTube is saying, can you style a tan leather Maurice with a taco glasses case? And
Yeah.
Okay, so bring some
Can you
some
hand me
modes
that?
in here.
This is the tan leather
strap.
Maurice.
Taco and straps.
And this Maurice, this is a little overstuffed, but I'm telling you, I've been carrying this Maurice and it has been, I just really love this bag so much. I
Okay,
love
that's
how
beautiful.
I love how it hangs. So when you look at it, I love the drapiness. So just when we're doing this, I feel like when we were designing this bag, it seems like a very simple bag, right?
Right.
It took,
Oh, I love this from the front.
look how chic.
Because it also like it does a little smush.
Yes.
So it's not like you have this big bulky thing, but it has like this really like relaxed.
And you know you could fit your computer in there.
That's it. I think maybe one of the top questions I get on Instagram whenever I show a bag.
Yeah.
Immediately the DMs start. Does it fit a laptop? Does it fit a laptop?
This one does. And
This
you can
fits
zip
a
it up.
laptop, guys.
And then some. So the laptop is like the minimal, like tiny bit of room, and then there's so much more space.
Right.
So when we designed this bag, I was obsessed with how much you can make this like almost like, you know, when you do your
Yeah.
pillows and you do the karate chop.
Yes.
So kind of like that, and then just the detailing in the strap. So just making it easy so you can clip on a crossbody. But
Big
right?
crossbody girl.
right?
Yes.
And then also adding these rings here so you could clip on a little charm if you wanted to.
Everyone
then-
needs to know it has the new car smell.
It's
I
leather,
feel,
right?
I feel like that is like a huge selling point.
Yes, you're right.
You need to
It's just
let everyone know when the bag
We
has
should
the
do
new
smell
car
of
smell.
vision. You're
I
right.
know,
because it's
and
really-
it feels like that. You know, it just feels so like a part of your body when you put it on.
Okay, so let's show
Okay.
if I were to do
Okay?
crossbody,
And it's kind of nice just to have that hang.
which
too.
I am huge on crossbody.
So cute on you. So cute.
That's adorable.
Right?
And it has just like this effortless kind of hang. I really love this strap.
You like it?
Yes.
Oh, good. I love that. And then it's just like you can roam around with your
Stella
hands free.
Peterson says, hello, so excited to watch and sit in.
Nice! Okay, this is so awesome.
I
I
love
love that. And I think that looks so cute.
And actually, so I've had people ask about the long straps
Mm.
before.
Mm.
This is I like this thick one. It doesn't dig into the shoulder. So like if you're traveling, this will be a really good one to have on hand and be comfortable all day.
And I love how tasteful that looks. It all just looks so good.
Yeah, this is
It's so
I feel
cute.
like a really good play on still being like minimal and quiet.
Yep.
So for the girls who maybe like the red isn't their thing or these bright pinks and things are not their thing, you can still get that like
I think I
Elevated.
figured out our problem.
what?
We were doing live and inviting each other.
Mhm.
We don't need to invite each other. You just need to go live. We need to go live. You see what I mean? Because it's
Yes.
making that split screen in the
Instead
top.
of a collab live.
We don't, yeah, if we're in different locations, that would be fine, but we're here. So, see, that was our problem. Next
Okay,
time.
next
Now we
time.
know.
We'll do it again. This is awesome.
Like we said, this is not gonna be the first time.
This is a
Guys,
good, no, this
Not
is
the
so
last,
fun.
not gonna be the last.
Right? This
Guys,
is so fun.
There's an additional question that, as you're talking about this,
Okay.
Dila Diddy is asking, what type of brown loafers accent these bags and outfits, lug sole or traditional, etc.?
I mean, I love any loafers, really. I'm really into loafers, so I own a million loafers.
Yes,
So,
loafers and right now, boat shoes.
boat shoes are the thing.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
really love Jamie Holler loafers. And
Those are
she
really
basically has a leather that matches every one of your
These
leathers.
bags, right?
Yes. So I wouldn't say a lug sole. I would
No.
just say like a really
No
timeless.
plain
I
ones.
almost wore them today, but I knew my shoes weren't going to show.
I know.
You actually have some that match.
I have some that match. So I have little brown suede loafers on today. And then I love, like, I just love loafers.
Yeah.
I love a Bass loafer. I think those are so cool.
Yeah.
That's just old school. A Gucci loafer, of course. I just kind of go traditional.
I love a Gucci
Right.
loafer in black.
Right?
Like
So I think
timeless.
it's just so classic.
Yeah, go
You
classic.
can't go wrong.
Stella is saying, sending hellos and happy energy from Northwest Arkansas.
Let's go, Northwest Arkansas. I love this.
And then Kit says, so you guys, I'm buying a car at the farmer's market and listening to you. Can we discuss suede versus broken in leather? Is suede only for winter and leather only for summer?
No seasons.
No.
I am such a like adamant proponent
Great
of
question.
like not, and I was gonna bring up the suede because it's so interesting. You wear a lot of suede, Jessie, and
I
I
do.
wanted to ask you.
I do. And prime example, I just got brand new boat shoes. and
Sorry,
they're
not a
suede.
car, carrots. She's buying carrots.
I figured it was, I was thinking,
I'm like, God, that's a big
What
purchase.
kind of car can I get a farmer's market? Carrots.
I just got suede boat shoes
Mhm.
and like they're meant for spring. So
Yeah.
I really think that there is like no rule when it comes to suede anymore.
Nope.
If anything, you could maybe say like a lighter suede, like my Charlie that I have. This lighter suede,
That I love. I love that color.
I love
the sand
this.
color.
I'm gonna show it back here. This, I would say this is, when I hold it up here in the light, it looks a little brighter. But
Yeah.
I would say this right here is the more true tone of it.
Mhm.
And actually,
Matches
my
your
shoes right now are
About
suede,
right?
a little suede mule. So I love
I think-
suede.
I think people get so nervous with suede, which I love. Suede is my, like, I love denim and I love
People
suede.
need permission to
Yes,
have
and I
suede.
feel like
Yeah.
when we're dressing, there is no rule. Like, I don't, it's what makes you feel comfortable
Yeah.
and confident,
Yeah.
right? So there are no rules to when you should wear leather, when you should wear suede. I feel like it's what makes you feel good,
Yeah.
right? And I feel the suede is so rich, the colors come out so rich, and the tone is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And like with leather and suede, with anything you have that's nice, you just have to take care of it.
Yeah.
So yes, you want to use it every day, but sometimes brush it. Maybe if you're in a weather that's really rainy, spray it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you could wear shoes that are suede means that you could wear a bag every
Oh
day,
yeah.
right?
And just aesthetically though, I feel like was maybe her question too.
Mhm.
I wear leather all year round. I wear suede all year round.
Yeah.
So you wear that in the spring and summer and whatever makes you happy. So I love that question.
Yeah, that's a
No
great-
rules.
No rules. N-O.
The rules are no rules.
No rules. No rules at all. Yeah, and I feel like you just really take care of your things. Like leather, sometimes I'll put a leather lotion on it. Just so that it's like your skin. This
Okay,
is real
but this
skin.
I feel like you want it to look
Yeah,
worn. You
Worn.
want it to
But
look
you
like this
can-
was a bag you got passed down from your mom.
exactly.
love that
And we
vibe.
already started it for you. So it makes
Yeah.
it easier and faster to get there.
I love that.
But and it just becomes a part of you. So yeah, and I feel like leather and suede,
Good point though. A. Laszlo says, always afraid of getting the suede caught in the rain.
you know what? Spray it, and it's quite remarkable. This is Italian suede. You just brush it off. Like you have that brown one,
I do.
and you keep it so immaculate.
It's
I'm sure it's gotten wet before. You just
So
have
yeah, if I would say, okay, fair. If some people are truly like, they're gonna spend so much time overthinking it,
to- Mhm.
maybe, where's the
Spray it. It's right here.
Oh.
Spray it.
Go with the dirt, spray it. I bought a spray on Amazon.
Yeah.
That I spray my shoes with because I am a little crazy about my shoes getting dirty.
Yep.
My bag I actually like to look like it's been lived in.
Yeah.
You know, I like when the leather turns. I like when the suede turns a little bit. I don't want it to look like it was just perfect. So if you are afraid, then maybe go with a darker one instead of a lighter one.
Yes, but I feel like even with the lighter ones, like you're like, oh, it looked a little dirty.
Yeah.
I take a suede brush and you brush it, and you just brush it periodically, and that keeps it nice and neat. I do it all the
Well,
time.
then I'm gonna put a suede brush in my Amazon cart.
Yes, suede
I was
brushes
today
are
years old.
suede brushes are great because it stemmed from because when I was younger I loved nubuck shoes. I don't know why, and so I always had to figure out how to keep those clean.
Yeah.
And then so from even a young age, I just knew I needed to brush my shoes.
I love
So
that.
it's the same thing. It's like just brush your suede, and it'll just keep it nice and clean and take care of your things, you know. And I think that's the key.
Great,
Give it love.
great points.
John Fleischer is wondering if Jessie would style the tan Jane with a strap as a crossbody.
Tan Jane leather. This guy? I think this is it, right? The tan chain.
Does you want to see what it looks like when I?
Just what you thought as a crossbody.
Okay.
Let's do it.
For
For the record, I will wear anything as a crossbody, so I'll just start with that.
That's cool.
But if you want to see the for size reference, I'm 5'4". So if you want to see the proportions,
And this is my question, okay? I get a lot of questions like, how big is this bag?
right?
And is it too big for me?
Right.
We're both 5'4",
Yeah.
and I find that I don't have an issue with it being this tall.
So
I love
I will
this.
also say one other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
A hack for being petite or shorter when you're
Good.
going to do a crossbody.
Yeah.
It's important to get straps like this where you can adjust, right?
Yeah.
So if you wear
Wow,
it
that looks so pretty
higher,
on you.
it doesn't, you know, if you were to wear it and it's like all the way down here, kind of like hitting
Yep.
your butt every time you walk. Whereas if you get a strap where you can do that and wear it a little higher,
Then the bag doesn't look big at all.
I think that looks great.
Wow. It is
I love how it looks, and I love how rich that whole thing looks. Like, that just looks amazing.
This is a whole statement piece in itself. And I feel like the test for me, like, you know, it's almost like a hand test. I wouldn't go probably any further than the bottom of your hand. So just kind of bring it up right here. Once you start going lower than the length of your hand, you're gonna start looking kind of shorter and the proportions are gonna be off.
Yeah.
So pull it up so that you're like right at your hand height. And then
Right.
I think that keeps your proportions all really nice.
I love that. I love that
So I
strap.
feel like the lesson is this strap is like a must-have.
Yeah, that strap is great. It goes with everything. It's just, I love how it looks. And it's just like, it'll go with
It's matched
anything.
every bag.
Yeah, it matches. It's like any bag. And I think it's just like, it'll go with any outfit too.
I love that.
So, I love that.
Great
That looks
question.
So good on you. Thanks, John Fleischer.
Follow up on the suede. Ellen Stimson says, love my navy suede mochi. I often look a little bit like an unmade bed, but my suede always looks great. I brush it like crazy.
Let's go. See?
love her.
Thank you. You're never unmade, Ben, but I think that's the key. Is like, sometimes I get these questions and I'm like, you just have to take care of your things.
Yeah.
You know, like you
And
take care of it.
Mary Wesley says, lovely combo with what you were showing.
Oh,
Aw.
that is a great combo.
Yeah, it
I
is
will
so
agree with that.
pretty.
I
mean,
definitely think this. Before we started, I was like, which mochi do I want to get? And I really feel like I'm leaning towards the
Baby
navy.
suede, right?
It's just so beautiful.
You make it look so nice. I love it.
I love this so much.
It's so good. And it gets better as you start using it.
Okay, bye.
All right, let's take a couple more questions.
Do you guys want to try an experiment and go live again and see if it doesn't go crazy, or just forget it?
That's okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
We'll do it again next time.
Yeah.
All right. Elizabeth is asking, how big is the little buddy?
The little buddy?
Is this little buddy?
Oh, the little buddy.
Is this little buddy?
This guy's little buddy.
Right here.
No, that's the baby.
Baby buddy.
So this is the little buddy, and
Well, here, we'll put this here as a size
Yeah.
reference.
the baby buddy is.
This is a great,
It's a great every.
do you
Like
have your phone right
you can
here?
fit all your stuff in there.
So here's an iPhone
And I have a giant little.
next
Wall
to it.
attached.
So it's a little bit bigger than an iPhone.
Yep.
I feel like that's always the,
That's
that's a good measurement.
Right?
Scale.
This
Good
is a
reference.
great. This is one of our most popular bags
That's adorable.
because it goes with everything.
It's necessary.
It's necessary. You put all your stuff in here. I use it to carry all my things inside the bag
Yeah.
sometimes. So I just find it.
That's a good one where
Great.
like you put everything you know,
You
your
need.
your necessities,
Mhm.
and then as you switch around your bigger bags,
You
like
move
this
that
is,
around.
you just move this around.
Yeah, I love that, and I think it's a.
I
this
love
is a
pink
good
with
size.
red.
I know it's so happy,
It's
right?
so sweet.
It's so happy. So yes, this is the size.
Cool.
Okay.
Adorned Dahlia is asking or saying, I look better in cool tones.
Okay.
Do you think accessories should fall into the color key you follow?
I don't know. You know what? If it makes you feel comfortable that you wear cool tones,
Yeah.
then yes, that's the answer.
I will
I'm really,
say,
like adamant about that.
I think it just goes with what makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
100%. But as someone who I feel like I have a very red skin tone, and so normally
Interesting.
I would look better probably with silver than gold. I love gold, and gold makes me feel good, so I'm gonna wear gold. Like that just, I lean into those things because it's just what sparks my joy, right? So
And then you're putting that back out to the
Yeah, but if it makes you
100%.
feel uncomfortable,
totally,
the opposite.
then stay with your cool tone.
100%.
But maybe try it sometime.
You could dabble,
Yeah.
baby steps.
Yes,
Start
baby
with
steps.
Start with baby steps.
And the best baby step is an accessory because it's no foul, no, like it's okay.
Right.
Didn't work for me, you know?
That's right.
So,
The Dorndale did do one of these.
yay!
Following up on the little buddy thing, Fearless Erica says, little buddy fits so much, I was surprised.
So crazy.
That's great feedback.
The
That's
Dorndale
awesome.
says, thank you. And then John Fleischer's got a couple questions. He said, are basketball, but then he said, my wife corrected me, are ballet flats still a thing?
Oh, yes. Huge.
Yeah.
All the girlies are doing their Chanel ballet flats right now. So I would say it's very big, gonna be coming back out this spring. Everyone's gonna be dusting off their ballet flats again. Personally, my ankles are still very pale, so like I'm not ready. But once I get a tan on these ankles, I'm bringing the ballet flats back out.
And again, I think loafers, ballet flats, those are all classics. A great Chanel, like those are things to invest in. Great
Yeah.
Chanel ballet flat, you
Yeah.
can't go wrong with.
I've been seeing them on Instagram, and every time I'm like, ooh.
I want one. I know. So I think it's just like go with classics, have them in your closet, and they just come in and out.
Yes.
Speaking
You
of
never
that, what
go out of
about,
style.
speaking of the class, what about darker colors all year round, like navy and burgundy?
Absolutely.
Oh, 100.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Pass me this burgundy.
No
baby.
rules. No rules.
I
mean,
look
all
at-
year
this
round.
is burgundy.
It's so beautiful.
Ooh. All
Again,
year.
Yeah.
you've got khaki on. If you took off that jacket and you have your white shirt, here, burgundy, even in the summertime. Here, let me hold that. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Here we go. Summer.
Case
Keep
in point.
it light underneath,
Yep.
and then just let this be your little pop.
No rules.
Yeah.
Because I like that for maybe the girls who aren't. Their closet is very monotone, very
Yeah.
I feel like a good burgundy and navy. These would be perfect examples of like girls who are really not ready to do bright colors, bright green, camo, pink, red. These just give you that hint of a different tone. And you could do either of these
That's great.
with just like a very neutral light outfit in the summer and still.
And that's a total summer
That was
outfit
great.
you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool.
It's great. And look, it's just a little dab of color.
That's the perfect example right there.
Good questions. I love this, guys.
Mary's wondering, can you show the British tan color compared to the butterscotch?
British tan
That's
color.
a you question.
Oh,
for
yes.
sure.
You know what? Guys, British tan sold out. So I'll do that when it comes back in. I should get a couple back in, but that's a great question. One is much darker than the other, and it's one of those where we're like, start with the lighter one if that's what you want, and then go into the darker one.
Yeah.
But that sold out, so definitely we'll show it when it comes back in. This is awesome. That was so much fun.
I love it.
Honestly, like how long were we on for?
Yes, like 52 minutes. So
Oh,
Did it feel like 52
No.
minutes?
No.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Oh my god. I just pulled your hair. Sorry.
It may be my clip-in. It's fine.
Can you imagine if we pulled it and I'm like, oh!
You guys support this brand. These are the best humans
Oh
behind
my
this
god.
brand.
Thank you. And also check Jessie,
Absolutely.
San Francisco out. Jess with an I-N
Just get two eyes, so it's Jessie,
Two eyes.
Jessie
and then in,
in San
Yes.
Francisco.
not the alternative.
You have also a home one now.
I do. We just got a home in Walnut Creek.
So
Congratulations.
follow her because I love following what you're doing with your home.
And lots of puppies. I love my puppies.
2 puppies, Yorkies.
Yeah.
They're so cute. And so she will, like, I think, provide you with amazing, like, inspiration daily.
And I'll be back.
All things that you can wear
Thanks for
every
sticking
day.
with it through this challenge.
We've learned.
Thank you.
We've learned now
Yeah.
we can both go live separately.
Yeah, we don't
Yes.
need to invite.
Yeah.
Go live,
Awesome.
I think.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Matt.
guys.
Yes, guys.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Bye, guys.